So Alex Caruso is pretty legit, and the Lakers should re-sign him. And the first thing that I'm noticing with his game is how aggressive he is. You'd think for a dude who came onto the NBA scene kind of later than most guys do. I mean, he's 24 years old now, he was 23 as a rookie, and he hasn't played that much throughout his career, and he was riding the bench so long for this season. You'd think that he'd be a little hesitant when he actually got minutes, and that hasn't been the case. Caruso is very comfortable with taking his defender off the dribble, and he's pretty okay at it. I mean, I don't know if I'm expecting too many isolations in his day, but he's pretty damn good at getting ahead of steam and going towards the rim and actually finishing. I mean, he's already attempted 54 shots at the basket this season in a limited amount of games, which I think is pretty impressive for a guy who is a good athlete, but not an amazing one. And his efficiency at the rim is pretty good as well. 59% on those is nice. So that's the first thing with Caruso, is the guy's pretty damn good at just getting to the basket. I think he's a cutter as well. I've heard that he's a coach's son, or at least he has that kind of a game. I guess I could see it. He seems like a fundamentally sound dude who understands spacing and when to attack and when the paint is open to where you can actually cut to the rim. That's a nice thing to have. That could generate a few more baskets a game. Sometimes it's a matter of his defender just falling asleep, which sounds pretty basic, but a lot of NBA players don't take advantage of that, so that's pretty cool. And one of the byproducts of attacking the rim is you get to the free throw line. Caruso has had quite a few games where he's shot a decent amount of times at the line. Against the Clippers, he had 7 attempts. By the way, made all 7 of them. That's nice. Against OKC, there was 6 free throw attempts. The game before that against the Pelicans, there was also 6. There was a night against the Pistons where he attempted 8 free throws. So Caruso is not some guy who's just going to float around the perimeter. He's going to put pressure on the defense, and I think if the Lakers re-sign him, he'd probably be a backup point guard for them. I mean, how many backup point guards actually get to the free throw line consistently, you know? Another thing I'm noticing is his knack for offensive rebounds. He's had enough games since he started playing in March where he's grabbed at least 1 or 2 offensive boards a game to make me think that it's something to pay attention to. He is 6'5". We've already addressed that he is willing to mix it up down low. So I guess it makes sense. Rebounding could be another thing that he gives, I'm going to assume, the Lakers. He has a 2-way contract, which might affect things, I don't know, but it's not going to take much to keep this guy on the roster. And what's nice is we've hit the 3-minute mark, and I'm now just touching on the guy's playmaking. While Caruso does have some scoring chops, I don't think he's going to force the issue that much. He's got a good knack for anticipating what defenders are going to do and hitting teammates at the exact right moment, and I don't think his turnovers are that alarming, so his playmaking seems pretty sound. And assuming that Caruso is the backup point guard for this team next year, playing 20 some odd minutes a night, I think that'll be really nice because the Lakers, I mean, we know that they had problems this year in terms of the offense flowing and the spacing and all that, and just to have a constant guy coming off the bench who can not suck, which is something they were kind of looking for this season, that would be really nice to have for them. I think the pairing of him and Josh Hart leading the second unit has a lot of potential. Now we can touch on his shooting. As of right now, it seems like he can make shots. He attempted 7 threes against the Clippers, and he's had a few games where he's attempted a bit more than just 2 to 3 threes. Again, I don't think he's going to force up shots, but if you leave him open, I think he'll gladly go up with it. And he seems pretty confident when teams give him the space. And he was a solid 3-point shooter in college. I mean, his percentages were good, he just didn't attempt that many. So, I mean, maybe that could be something that regresses back down for him, but it seems pretty good so far. And last, I want to talk about his defense. Being 6'5" helps him here as well. It seems like he cares, which is half the battle sometimes. The on-off numbers would suggest that the Lakers' defense is significantly better with him in the game, like 9 points per 100 possessions better. I wouldn't read into that too much, but the fact that it's a positive is the one thing to take away from that, in my opinion. Yeah, Caruso's a well-rounded player. I don't think he's going to cost much to keep, and I know the Lakers are going to try stuff this offseason, but they should keep him. That's pretty much it.